What's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of This Week in MXA presented by O'Neill Racing. As you can see behind us, we're at the 2025 Glen Helen Motofest Stopwatch National. There's going to be a lot of factory dudes out there today, a lot of top privateers fighting for some big cash that Glen Helen's putting up for this event. So let's go take a look at the action.
A phenomenal celebration of the sport we love known as motocross continues. It is day number 1 of Motofest, more specifically the Stopwatch National here from legendary Glen Helen Raceway, San Bernardino, California. Yes, you take a look at that sign and you know $100,000 will be paid out this weekend.
Hiccup on the gate, any kind of hiccup on the start, we are going to red flag it and restart the race. So we want it to make sure it's a clean start.
podium with the first moto winner, Colt Nichols, Twisted Tea Suzuki. Colt, we were talking about you asserting your dominance out there. Got not only one hole shot, but you got 2 hole shots in one moto, so pretty good there. So take us through your race.
Yeah, it was actually really good. I hope whoever caused the red flag, I hope he's okay. It didn't look good. Ambulance over there, you never like to see that. But I was a little nervous lining back up again. I was like, man, I hope I can pull another start. And luckily I did, got out front. And yeah, I've never raced a lot of these kids before. They're young as hell, and I'm old as hell. So it was actually pretty fun. Enzo's ripping. He's a really fast, good amateur. And I train with Landon and Revan Gordon. So I'm kind of used to being around some of the amateur kids. But it's cool to line up and race them. And a lot of money on the line, so I didn't want to let that slip away. But that was a good first race. It was really, really fun, and looking forward to Moto 2.
Well, now, speaking of the money, we have some more money for you right here. We have the crew at ASV bringing in a hole shot award for $400. Now, we tried to talk them into paying you twice for that, but so you're going to make $800. So that's a great thing.
Woohoo! Yeah, nice. We'll take that all day. Yeah, I haven't got a hole shot or won a race in feels like years. So that was, dude, that was fun. It's always fun coming out to, I guess, a little bit more of a local race. This is close for all of us, so it's, man, it's fun. Shout out to Glen Helen for putting this on. It's a cool deal.
Another rugged and dynamic moto from Glen Helen. Here we go. Who will get the whole shot? Keep an eye on that Suzuki. Keep an eye on Mosman. Don't know if Colt Nichols is going to get it again. Watch that HEP Twisted Tea Suzuki out in front of fistful of throttle. Colt Nichols is 3 for 3.
little bit of fun today. It was honestly pretty cool. It was fun because I won. If I didn't, I was going to be disappointed, but honestly, the kids were riding really, really good. I had such an advantage being on a 450 with Ryder and Juju being on the 250s, and use that to my advantage, kind of tried to dog them up the hills and just stay in front of them pretty much the rest of the track, and I feel like I did a good job of that. First moto, Enzo was riding really, really good, and you know, these kids are 17, 18, you know, Ryder's a little bit older, but it's cool racing some young kids, and got out of the gate. That's the first hole shots I've gotten. I couldn't even tell you how long. First time I've had like a checkered flag in a while too, so it's a good feeling. You know, it's fun to be leading and win a race. It's been a while since I've won a race, so honestly it was a really cool event. Thank you to Glen Helen for putting this thing on, and we'll be back Saturday to do it all again. I think so. I mean, regardless, I wanted to come. I mean, I know it's tough because we don't have a break, and probably should be at home relaxing a little bit, but I mean, the payout was too good, and I've only got to race 2 races, 2 outdoors on this bike, so I kind of wanted just another test, you know, to see where we are, and if we need to make changes before next weekend, and yeah, we're still kind of working on this thing, so it's a really cool event, and yeah, I was glad I came here.